Hi. Today, once again, let's go back to 1945, summer. I'm in the Navy. I'm going to school. Lucky me. And I'm stationed in San Diego, California. So one weekend we were free. So I decided to take a short trip up to Los Angeles. See Hollywood and all the glamour. Anyway, I get there, check into a hotel, and I walk around the area. Come across Hollywood and Vine, Hollywood Boulevard. This is in the afternoon. It's hot. I'm tired. It looks to me like I'm in another big city. What's it all about? And as I walk, I notice across the street there's nothing less than the Grauman Chinese Theater, where they have all the footprints and handprints of the famous stars of today and yesterday. The theater is also where they have held a number of the Academy Award programs. But I must say that I didn't have enough strength to walk across the street and look at it. Not enough strength. I just wasn't that interested in looking at handprints in cement or whatever. I continued to walk, and lo and behold, to my surprise, is the Stage Door Canteen. The famous Stage Door Canteen, which there was a movie by that name, and many Hollywood actors and actresses were there on the movie lending their support to the servicemen. And then there was also the song, I left my heart at the Stage Door Canteen. I left my voice there also. So I went in, of course. I know this was a place to get tickets to theater ball games. And the only tickets I could find was for a radio program the next day. And then comes an announcement over the PA system that the Friars Club, the famous Friars Club, many actors, comedians, what have you, were members, was giving a show, and they were inviting 10 members, not 10, 5 members of a specific infantry division, and they mentioned that division's name and number. Now, they said the car was waiting outside, and I looked around for activity, soldiers rushing to the door, but no, I don't see a particular large group, a small group going towards the door. So I amble out. There were I believe 3 soldiers in the car, and I got in. Let's see what happens. Throw me out? No, they didn't throw me out. Away we went to the Friars Club. And as we walked in, there was a long table with 5 or 6 actors sitting there. But it turned out that they were all supporting actors, relatively minor actors. They gave us a program, and as we went down the table, we got autographs. The only actor I really knew was Charles Coburn. He made a number of Hollywood movies, musicals, comedies. He wore a monocle. He was heavily built, stockily built. He had a jowl like me. And to my surprise, I read that he won the Academy Award in 1943 for Best Supporting Actor. Anyway, we go into the theater, and they put us in the back. It looked like there was temporary tables set up. And since there were tables, I assumed they gave us some snack, but I don't remember anything special. Anyway, the show begins. It was a theater. And the show begins, and because there was a massive ceremonies, and may have been a singer, there may have been a dancer, I don't remember. But there were two items that I do remember very well. One was the pianist Jose Turbi, and the other was a magician whose name I forget, but his act was pretty memorable. Now, Jose Turbi played the number that he had played a number of times in the movies, Chopin's Polonaise in A major. Now, Jose Turbi was a good pianist, there's no doubt about that, but he was in the Hollywood system, and he played this beautiful music in, I guess, in a Hollywood style, with his hands flying up and down, pum, pa-dum, pa-pa-pa-pa-pa-pum. You know, that was sheer theater. You know, his hands are flying. Yeah. It took away from the performance. I didn't go for all of that. Once again, not to say that it was bad. It just took away from the whole performance. Now, the other act I remember was a magician, and his trick was the levitation trick, in which a young lady assistant comes out, lies down, and the lights go dark, and red lights or blue lights come up, and the magician goes through his routine, up, and the young assistant slowly begins to rise in the air, up, up, up. There's no visible indication of how she's rising. She's going up, up, up. And then at a certain point she stops. The magician takes what appears to be a metal ring and runs it over the young lady. You know, to prove that there was no, it was not hanging, it was not suspended, there was no ropes, there was no chains, anything to suspend the, and it's hushed. Everybody's witnessing a miracle, supposedly. And then he goes to his mumbo jumbo, and the attractive young assistant slowly lowers and lowers to the sofa or whatever it was. Lights go up, everybody applauds. We opened our eyes, and it was time to leave. And, well, that was pretty much my big experience way back in the summer of 1945, when I was an 18-year-old kid.